Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Here's what I'm taking with me to work for beverages, lunch, and snack. My usual Teamy tea. It is 1 teaspoon of Teamy Skinny for 0 smart points and some lemon juice. I steep this from now about 8:30, and then I just leave it in here from 8:30 until about 11:30. At 11:30 I add ice and drink it cold. And then this is my 0 smart point coffee here. So it is the McDonald's K-Cups for 0 smart points, and then I have 1 tablespoon of this Dairy Star fat-free half and half for 0 smart points. So coffee and tea are both 0 points. This is my lunch here. This is more of the black bean and corn soup that I made. It has chicken in it as well. So this is 7 smart points. It has about 2/3 a cup of black beans for 4 smart points, 1/3 a cup of corn for 2 smart points, and about 1.5 ounces of diced canned chicken for 1 smart point. Then it also has about, well, I don't know, it has some diced fire roasted tomatoes and some chicken broth and some seasonings. So that is everything that is inside the black bean soup for 7 smart points. It's also very filling, you guys, very filling. And then for snack today, I'm going to be having my 1 smart point muscle milk. Again, I put this in the freezer about 2 hours before I'm ready to drink it, so it's like a frozen shake. It's really good. And a apple. I'm actually going to have the apple probably before I run today. I'm running at 1 o'clock, so I will be breaking my fast early today. I'm just going to have this small apple so I can run super fast. So everything here that I am having before dinner tonight is going to be 7 smart points. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I'm making a Crock-pot chicken and stuffing casserole. And you guys know I don't cook at all unless it's super easy. And this one is like way easy. So basically all I have in the Crock-pot right now is 2 pounds of chicken breasts. I didn't even cut them up or do anything to them. So 2 pounds of chicken breast, and then on top of that I have poured 2 cups of this chicken broth. This is the 99% fat-free Butterball chicken broth. That is 0 smart points. So now on top of that we are going to add this mixture here, which looks so good. So this is a combination of 1 package of stovetop stuffing. You can use whatever kind you like. This is the cornbread stuffing. And then I have 2 of these Heinz fat-free gravies. These are really good. These are basically taking the place of like a condensed cream of chicken soup. They have much less fat and way less points. So I'm using 2 jars of these. And then we added some diced onion and some diced celery and extra sage because I love extra sage. So I'm just going to add this to the top. We're going to press it down a little bit, and then this is going to cook on low for 7 hours. Looks so good.
Now that's on video.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay.
I thought you were done already. It's okay, I'm waiting.
I'll cut it out. Okay, that's it. Hey guys, so I am on my first walk break, but I am not going to the park. It's a little chilly out. It actually feels really good, but I really just don't feel like walking. But I wanted to show you guys my outfit of the day, so I decided to come out and do a brief little walk at least. Here we go. Ears. That's right, I'm not a big Halloween person. I only dress up when I have a big fun party to go to, which has been years, but I am dressed up today, so I thought I would show you guys. I've been waiting like 2 months to wear this outfit, so this is my outfit of the day. Happy Halloween, everyone. Okay, so here's a bit of irony for you. Yesterday, Deborah asked me to talk about night binging, and I know it's a problem that a lot of us have or have had, and maybe talk about some solutions. And my first thought was, oh yeah, I used to do that a lot. It was a real problem for a while, but I thought I had really kind of conquered it. last night, this girl, after I posted the video, I had stuff, guys, just stuff. I had peanut M&Ms. I had a bagel with cream cheese. It was fat-free cream cheese, but it was a regular bagel. I had like a sliver of pumpkin pie. I had just stuff. It was one of those dumb nonsense binges that is just like, what are you doing? And I should have recognized it, stopped it. I don't know why this happens to me on Tuesday nights, or sorry, Monday nights before a Tuesday weigh-in, because it's just ridiculous and annoying. But what a great opportunity to talk about nighttime binges. I was thinking maybe I should maybe delve into some of the causes, but I can't even begin to tell you. For me, it's I don't think it's boredom. It's some sort of dissatisfaction, or maybe I'm just looking for end of the night enjoyment. I don't know. But let me talk about a couple of solutions, because these are a few things that have helped for me in the past. So number one, it really helps me to have a very balanced dinner. And for me, that doesn't mean, I'm not talking about vegetables, you know, what do they say? Half of your plate vegetables, a quarter of it carbs, and a quarter protein. For me, I feel most satisfied and most well balanced if I have a carb and a protein. If I have vegetables, great. If not, that's fine. I'm not a vegetable hater. I actually like vegetables, but I also don't like eating vegetables as filler. Because for me, if I do that, I'll eat the vegetables as filler, and then I'll eat what I wanted anyway, and then I'm just like double full. So it doesn't make sense to me. So if I want vegetables and I feel like vegetables, I'll eat them, but I don't eat vegetables just to eat vegetables. So for me, a very satisfying dinner is a carb and a protein, and then I feel like I've had a nice full meal and I feel satisfied. So I would say number one, start with a satisfying meal, something that is satisfying to you but still within your points range. If you have a good, balanced, satisfying dinner, then maybe you're going to be less likely to be grazing afterwards. Number two, a method that I was employing actually earlier this year is to have an evening snack that you're going to allow yourself no matter what. Whether you're over points or not, whether you think you've already had too much or not, always give yourself the okay to have this snack. Just have it available and have it on your okay list. Give yourself permission. So what I was using for a while was a container of Dannon Light and Fit Greek yogurt. It's 2 smart points. Some days I had those points to spare and other days I didn't. But if I allowed myself to have that yogurt at the end of the evening, no matter what, it kind of just, it was a little bit of freedom for me and permission to have a little splurge, because I really like those. I actually haven't had one of those in ages, so maybe I need to go back to this method. But just allowing myself to have that little splurge, that little bit of dessert and something sweet at the end of the night, no matter what, it just really, I don't know, it was very freeing and very satisfying. So, and then if I also wanted to have fruit with it, then I would have fruit as well. So sometimes it was yogurt and fruit. And then that was just, it was a very satisfying and filling, especially if I had the fruit also, it was a satisfying and filling evening late night snack that I allowed myself to have. So that helped a lot too. And what I would do is, because we live with my mother-in-law, so I didn't, the fewer times I go to the kitchen in the evening, the better. So what I would do, we actually eat our dinner in our bedroom because we watch TV. So we eat dinner in the bedroom. We go to the kitchen and fix our plates, and then we bring it into the bedroom and we eat dinner in the bedroom. So what I was doing was, when I was getting my dinner, in order to avoid even having to go back into the kitchen for any reason, is I would get my dinner and bring that into the bedroom with me with the yogurt, and the fruit. So it was all there with me. I did not need to leave the bedroom at all and go rummage around in the kitchen. So that was helping me a lot too, to just have it all there and handy, and no more kitchen done. And then the last suggestion I have is so much easier said than done. Just go to bed. There are so many days that I just need to do that. I need to just go to bed. So that would help so much. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, that's easier said than done. But those are my suggestions for nighttime binging. I absolutely relate. I don't know how many points I ate last night after I posted the video, but I think the M&Ms alone were like 22 points. So I am super thankful that my points start over today. I haven't discussed this with you guys yet, but I was trying to weigh in on Saturday because I thought it would be better for me to have a morning weigh-in so that I could be lighter and, you know, not be stressing about it all day, not worrying about how much I was eating all day on the day before a weigh-in. But it's just not working for me. It doesn't work with my weekends to like spend a bunch of points on the weekends and then have to stare at negative points all week long. And I know I shouldn't be spending all these points on the weekends, but I'm still learning to manage my weekends, or figure out how I can manage my weekends without using a million points. So I don't like having the weekend option right at the beginning of the week. I actually wouldn't want it at the end of the week either. I like having the weekend thing in the middle of my week so that once I do have a weekend, I actually have at least a day and a half to kind of get some sense of normalcy back, get unbloated, and get back to my regular schedule before a weigh-in on Tuesday evening. So I'm going back to weigh-ins on Tuesday evening. I thought about not weighing in today because I weighed in on Saturday and it was okay, but I'm still up a little from my norm, my comfortable weight. And I'm also just feeling bloated and just fat, which may have something to do with my little mini binge last night. I actually, I said something to Eddie this morning and he looked at my stomach. He's like, what? It looks the same. So it may be in my mind, but I feel it. I feel bloated and just gross. So, and the scale is again up a little bit. So I don't want to weigh in tonight, but I'm also a really big believer in not skipping weigh-ins because Fat Dag said something. He said he actually weighs in every day, as I do. I weigh in every morning, but he said he uses it not to determine how his day is going to go, but it's just data. It's just data. And so true when we weigh in every week too. It may be good, it may be bad, it may be up, it may be down, but it's just data. So I'm just a big believer in weighing in just so that I know where I stand, you know. I just want to know, and I do weigh in every morning, but I use my Weight Watchers weigh-in as my official write it down, so if I have to look back someday, we'll know. It's just data. So on the one hand, I don't want to weigh in tonight because I know it's going to be higher than I want, but on the other hand, I don't want to deny the data. I want to see what it is, accept it, and then make it go down for next week. So that's where I'm at. But I am absolutely happy to reset all of my points today. I do not like the whole weekend thing is just like throwing me off, starting on the first day of my weigh-in versus, yeah, it's just not working. So I reset my tracker again for weigh-ins on Tuesday, and I'm also contemplating setting it so that my fit points don't show up. I like the idea of that because I'm really trying so hard to rein in my points on the weekends. I have always used a lot of my fit points, but I feel like I just really want to get those last few pounds off still because I feel like I'm just gonna feel better overall if I can just fine tune it a little more. It's literally like, at this point, it's like 6 pounds. 6 pounds that I need to drop. And it's so hard. It's like taking me, I know I just need to refocus and pretend I'm a newbie and do everything to the letter. But it's so hard because I also have to balance that and want to balance it with real life, living my life. And my life is not tame. It's not as wild as it used to be. Like, we don't go out as much as we used to at all, but we're super busy. We're always on the go, and I always want to splurge a little on the weekends. I also want to make room for my beverage of choice during the week, and I think I do a pretty good job of fitting that in, but I want to nail these last few pounds, and I'm not sure how to do it. So I just need to fine tune. I need to really narrow in and hone in on what it is I want and just get after it. So I know it's possible. I know it's possible at least to drop to 133 because I've been there and I've held that for a while. So anyway, bottom line is I have Weight Watchers tonight. I will be weighing in. There are things going on here at work, and I not craving candy, which is funny I say that because I had all those peanut M&Ms last night, but maybe, I mean, I don't usually crave candy and I don't usually crave chocolate. If I have it, then I don't stop. But I definitely got my fill of that last night. So there's no danger of any candy going in my mouth. There's some big event going on at the studio lot, but I'm not going over there because I'm going to run at lunch. It's just not something I'm interested in. So there is stuff going on, but it's not really anything that's going to get me off track for today. So I'm definitely looking forward to my meeting tonight because I need a boost of Weight Watchers motivation. So I have been listening this morning to Fat Dag again. I will probably listen to his podcasts while I run. He's just very motivational, very on track. His phrase of choice is, when you're out of points, stop eating points. So I really wish I would have listened to that advice last night. Anyway, I'm just rambling. I got nothing much going on here today. I need to try and get a bunch of work done. I'm using the method I was using yesterday where I'm scheduling specific tasks for specific times of the day so I can switch between the tasks easily and kind of hit a little bit of everything. So I'm going to be running 3 miles at lunch. I'm going to do an interval run. I was going to eat my apple before I run so I have that extra bit of energy rather than running sprints or intervals while I'm fasting, but I'm just so bloated and gross and like so far from hungry right now that I don't even know that I'm going to have that apple, and I'll just do the intervals on whatever energy I've got in me because my stomach. So yeah, anyway, I will probably check in with you guys at my second walk break. Probably not going to walk to the park looking like this. And it also might rain, so this makeup is a little heavy, should we say? So I might tone that down a little bit, but it's Halloween. I'm trying to look the part. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Halloween, and I will see you in just a while. Okay guys, time for our daily shout outs. Woohoo! You know this is awesome. This is the last 2 days of our Fitbit challenge. Actually, today is the last day, but I'm going to read to you everybody who hit their goal for yesterday, which was October 30th. These guys get an extra drawing, an extra entry into the prize drawing at the end of the month. So good job guys, keep it up. You got one more day. I'm hoping a lot of people hit it today, the last day. So here's everyone who hit their goal yesterday, October 30th. Carrie, Tina, Charity, Cheryl, Kat, Crystal, Hulisa, Kathleen, Laura H, Laura Bell, Aaron, The Yin Yang Life, Marilyn, Lisa B, Karen, Deborah, Sandra, Lacey, Melanie, Daisy, Esther, and Asma. Good job, you guys. Good job. Keep it up. Okay, guys, so I did officially change my weigh-in day back to Tuesday, and I did officially weigh in today because you know me, I like to face the music, face the facts, write it down, accept it, and move on. So that's what I need to do. So today I weighed in. Saturday I weighed in at 134.4 I think. And tonight I weighed in at 138. So so Saturday was 135.4. That's what it was, because I had lost 0.6 of a pound, and today was 138, so I gained 2.6 pounds. I couldn't help it. When I stepped on the scale and saw the number, I literally went it just came out. And my leader was actually at the booth behind me, and she's like, is that good or bad? And I turned around and she saw my face and she was like, oh. So I literally, like, the reaction was just like, oh wow. But it's had a little bit of time to sink in, and as I said before, I'm just gonna own it and accept it, and it's just data. Thank you, Fat Dag. It is just data. And now that I'm actually thinking about it, and I'm thinking about 2.6 pounds in, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 2.6 pounds in 3 days is not all fat. It can't be. So to me that means it's a fluid gain, which does not surprise me because I do have fluid retention problems. So I'm just noting this. It's data, and I'm gonna move on, and next week will be better. Next week has to be better because yeah, I'm not even doing anything super crazy. I could have done without the little mini binge last night. I could have probably done a little better on the weekend, but I didn't even do horrible on the weekend. So it kind of boggles my mind, because there have been weeks, like throughout this whole year, where I am just astronomical on points, and yet I still manage to either lose or maintain. And now all of a sudden, the last couple weeks, I did pretty terrible the weekend that we went to Disneyland and just tried a bunch of things. But since then, that's been 2 weeks now, and since then I haven't been doing that terrible. I've been good during the week, and then my weekends are still less than what they used to be. So I'm a little bit baffled as to why my gain is so high. But I'm also hopeful that it's just water weight, and that I can continue to work on that over the next week. So, and really, when you think about it, what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna continue to work on it over the next week. There's nothing else I can do. I'm definitely not gonna give up. I'm not gonna gain more weight. I'm not gonna throw in the towel. I'm gonna continue living my life on Weight Watchers and counting points and making the best food decisions that I can, which also is interesting because I know for a fact over the last couple weeks I have been making much better food choices. And my points have been even a little under 30 points. So I'm not sure what the deal is, but I'm going to take it all in stride and start working on getting that number down. So I am now 8 points over what I want to be, 8 pounds, and 5 pounds over my comfortable norm. So that's where things stand today. I am going to go home and see how my Crock-pot dish turned out. According to Eddie, it's pretty, after 8 hours of cooking, it's still pretty liquefied. So I am obviously not the best cook, but I followed a recipe. So we'll see if I can salvage it and see how it tastes, because it sounded really delicious. So I'll show you guys what dinner looks like when I get home. Okay guys, here is what's for dinner tonight. First of all, I just want to let you know that I decided to count the black bean and corn soup from today. It was 2 cups of soup. I was counting it for 7 smart points. I'm actually going to revise and count it for 9 smart points just to be safe. So I'm going to estimate that there were, let's see, a cup of black beans for 6 smart points, a half a cup of corn for 2 smart points, and still about 2 ounces of the chicken breast, the canned chicken breast, for 1 smart point. So that is actually 4, 5, 6, that's 7. How was I coming up with 9? Oh, no. Okay, so that's, okay, 1 cup of beans is 6 smart points. A half cup of corn is 2 smart points, and then the chicken is 1. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to count that for 9 smart points instead of the 7. I just feel like it might have been a little bit low. So lunch today was the 9 smart points, and then I had 1 point in the muscle milk, which I had in my Weight Watchers meeting. So this is dinner tonight. This is the chicken stuffing casserole that I made today. It actually turned out like soup, which is a little odd. There was just too much liquid for some reason. So I think it actually looks kind of good as a soup though. So it looks like a chicken stuffing stew. So it kind of looks good to me. So I'm gonna eat it and love it. So I decided not to have it over grits, which is what I was gonna do if it was the casserole. So I'm just gonna have it as a soup. So the recipe made 6 servings, and each serving was 6 smart points. So the soup here is 6 smart points, and then over here is the cranberry jello salad that I made. So that is 0 smart points. It is ground cranberries with oranges in sugar-free cherry jello. And then over here is some sangria that I made. So tonight I actually made a red sangria, and what I did was I measured out 15 ounces of this Merlot. So 15 ounces of red wine is 14 smart points. So I put 14 smart points, 15 ounces in the glass here, and then I added this sparkling ice. This one was already open, so normally I would choose a different flavor, but this should probably be okay. This is the kiwi watermelon. So I added that to the red wine, and then I also have some frozen grapes inside. So I'm having 14 smart points of the red sangria. So my dinner total tonight is 14 plus 6, which is 20 smart points. I had 9 for lunch, which is 29, and 1 for the muscle milk, so I'm at an even 30 for the day.